Apple Valley News now live at 6 seconds away. A new proposal that would offer protections for victims of domestic violence. Tonight, we hear from a support and advocacy resource center, and we're going to learn about how what measures they put in to play and how they work. That story's at 6:30. Plus, we are cloudy and cool this evening, but Stacy Lee will have your full forecast. And Election Day in Washington State is just under a week away. We're getting you prepared right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Great to see you again. I'm Austin Reed. Thanks for being with us on this Wednesday. Well, this coming Tuesday, February the 13th, is Election Day. So for voters in 5 out of the 7 counties Apple Valley News Now serves, time is running out for you to fill out your ballot and get them in the mail. I spoke with the Benton County Auditor earlier today, who says they will be working very hard to ensure there is no election fraud.
It's a great question that you ask, Austin, about, whether people have questions or concerns about the process and is there fraud and those types of things. And it has been very important to us to be very open, transparent, and so that the voters have a confidence that the processes are being used are secure and that ultimately the winner is the winner on election night.
Voters in Benton County will decide the fate of 3 propositions. It is the same story in Franklin and Kittitas counties. There are 4 propositions for voters in Walla Walla County, and in Yakima County, a total of 10 levies are on the ballot.
So you have until 8 p.m. to get your ballot in. And so there are a couple of ways that you can do that. We are a by mail state. And so, the most common way is to put your ballot back in the mail once you've voted it. There is no postage required. We take care of the return postage. We are busy receiving ballots from those that have returned them, registering people that aren't registered yet, or getting replacement ballots from those that may have not received their ballot.
Some hot topic items include Prop 1 for Benton County voters. This proposition would authorize the district to pay its agreed upon share of construction costs for the new Prosser High School. There are 4 school levies in Walla Walla County. In Yakima County, Wapato and Natchez Valley are seeking voter support for some school construction projects. After this election, of course, comes the presidential primary.
Oftentimes we get questions from voters who are not eligible to vote in the election. And so it's important to understand that this is a smaller election and not everybody in the county is eligible to vote. That being said, we do have another election coming up that we are starting to get quite a few questions about. Just right around the corner on March 12th is the presidential primary election.
For the 2 counties we serve in Oregon, there is no special election there. So your next chance to vote will be in the presidential primary. The Wapato School District is asking voters to approve a $33 million bond during the February 13th special election. That's to replace outdated schools, and they're holding meetings to explain more. Now, the district says the problem is the outdated electrical, HVAC, and water systems at 3 schools dating back to the 1930s, 40s, and 50s. The plan to replace Camas and Satis elementary schools with one brand new elementary school and build a new Pace High School. That's up for debate. Anyone interested in learning more can attend a public forum. It began just a few minutes ago at Satis Elementary. Speaking of elections, a new Benton County Election Center taking shape in Kennewick. According to the Benton County Auditor's Office, work is now underway to transform an old fire station on Okanagan Place into a brand new election center. A spokesperson for the Auditor's Office says workers at the new center will process and count ballots. It will be operational in time for the November general election. Well, a lot of people celebrating the sunshine. We finally saw it today. Stacy Lee joining us now with a first look at your forecast. And I know a lot of people were emailing you today. Look at this picture. Look at this picture.
They were, and we did see the sunshine, although the clouds have moved in. Plus, we've been tracking this system right here on top of northeastern Oregon, now starting to move into the northern portion of the Blues up towards Dayton, Ski Bluewood, getting some much needed snow, and we're seeing showers between Milton Freewater and Walla Walla tonight. So if you're out driving around, just be aware there is a winter weather advisory in Wallowa County. Slick roads, I-84 between Pendleton and, say, Meacham, that area. You could see winter driving conditions this evening. Our Legends Casino Skycam, it's 46 degrees. Look at, we just had that sun going down at 5:10, and our feels like temp is 43. Here's what's coming up. Again, partly cloudy skies this evening. Tomorrow, more sunshine. Grab your shades. I had to grab mine for the first time in weeks today. Winter weather, northeast Oregon, that continues through tomorrow morning. 3 to 6 inches of snow expected there, and mild weekend ahead. I'll get to all the details coming up. Austin?
I lost my sunglasses because we just been dealing with that fog, so now I got to look for them. Stacy, thank you. A woman extradited from West Richland for the murder of Jared Bridegan appeared in court in Florida today, along with her estranged second husband, Mario Fernandez. They are both accused of murdering Bridegan, a Microsoft exec at the time, in front of his then 2-year-old daughter back in 2022. Gardner and Bridegan had twins together, which during their divorce, Gardner moved across the country from Florida to West Richland, where she was found and extradited to Florida. At the time of their father's death, the twins were 10 years old. Shauna Gardner and Mario Fernandez appeared in court earlier this morning, where the judge scheduled a pre-trial hearing for next Wednesday, February the 14th. Hey, the city of Yakima has extended its parking enforcement moratorium for downtown Yakima for another 60 days as they try to figure out a more long-term plan. The council held a special study session on parking concerns last month, and business owners pointed to what they see as the root of the issue, that while there's enough parking spaces to go around, if they're not close enough, people don't feel safe parking there. While they look at possible solutions, they decided to put on hold the enforcing time limit rule for parking downtown, meaning no more $50 tickets for overparking.
Also, we'll put a moratorium on the need for long-term parking permits within downtown Yakima. So that's the permit structure for the parking lots.
Tonight, the moratorium says it will be in effect until April the 19th. We have a consumer alert for you tonight. General Motors recalling over 300,000 trucks. Here's the issue. The vehicle tailgate's electronic release system may short circuit if it gets wet. That means the tailgate could actually unlatch while driven. In fact, hundreds of reports of that happening have come in since 2020. GM will not notify impacted owners until mid-March. The recall also impacts certain Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra trucks. New legislation would mean increased support for survivors of domestic violence. That story from our Monique Ledesma coming up at 6:30. But next, expectant moms have often said the urge can strike during pregnancy. Tonight, new concerns about the impact of fast food and unborn babies. Let's get another live look outside from our Gisa Stadium Skycam in Pasco. Stacy Lee's working on your midweek forecast, and that's coming up. Stay with us.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
The table is set for Walla Walla's culinary celebration this February. Walla Walla Restaurant Month returns to spotlight the Valley's culinary stars. For 2024, the focus is on the bounty of the area's fine dining with 9 local restaurants. Each restaurant is offering 3-course meals for only $42 all month long. Visit our website here for more information to reserve your dining experience. Come savor the flavors from some of your favorite places or discover a new one during Walla Walla's Restaurant Month.
Great party, Carly. You must have blown your budget.
Not exactly.
You have great wine, name brand snacks, tons of meat, and where did you get this imported cheese?
Hello, grocery outlet, bargain market.
Getting ready to watch your team play the big game? Or still sad they didn't make it? Either way, scan to save big.
Grocery outlet, bargain market.
It's the President's Day mattress event at Walker's, where this week when you purchase a Serta iComfort or a Beautyrest Black Hybrid, you'll get up to $300 of free furniture plus a $100 prepaid MasterCard with special financing available now. This week at Walker's.
Think warm thoughts. Just think warm thoughts. Driving with the windows down. Yeah. Tubing in the river. Ice cream you have to race to eat before it melts. Backyard bonfires and summer cookouts. Road trips for sun-soaked vacations. Hang in there. Warmer weather is coming. And in the meantime, our entire team at McCurley will be there to make sure you find the right vehicle for your journey and keep it running at its best no matter the temperature, because it's more than a vehicle. It's your way home and out of the cold.
Find your way home in a new Forester for only $349 a month from McCurley Subaru.
Save thousands on the new Revolutionary Swim Spa at a one-time sale.
Friday through Sunday.
Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in one day only. New 2024 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Par, family owned since 1930. Go where the builders go.
What are you going to build?
Welcome back, everybody. If you are pregnant, you may want to think twice about eating fast food. That's according to research published in the University of Washington Medicine. But it's not the food that's the problem. It's the plastic that touches the food before you eat it. The chemicals called phthalates, also known as everywhere chemicals because they are so common, can shed from the packing or even from the plastic gloves worn by food handlers. Previous studies showed that exposure to this kind of situation during pregnancy can increase the risk of low birth weight, preterm birth, autism, and ADHD. Having a healthy diet, exercise, and not smoking are all very important for heart health. But there are some risk factors for heart disease that healthy lifestyles alone can't help. Mandy Gaither tonight with more about the importance of knowing your personal and family heart health history and 3 lesser-known heart health tests that could help determine risk.
Lori Welsh knew her family history. Her mom had her first heart attack at age 48. Her grandfather, uncle, and aunt all had heart disease and all died in their early 50s. Despite that, Welsh says she first discounted a pressure in her chest and hands that went numb.
I had a 90% blockage in my left anterior descending artery, which is what they call the widowmaker.
Welsh says a screening revealed she and her mother had high levels of lipoprotein A, a protein on which cholesterol travels. It can't be controlled by healthy eating or exercise.
This is genetic, and you have it or you don't.
There are many people with higher lipoprotein A levels, but few are tested, says Dr. Wesley Milks with the Ohio State's Wexner Medical Center.
It's a form of bad cholesterol that is still undergoing increased awareness, both in the general population and among healthcare providers.
2 other screenings, of which those with genetic risk should be aware: an ultrasound for aortic aneurysms to detect damage to the body's largest blood vessel, and a coronary CT calcium scan that can detect the hardening of arteries before symptoms appear. Milk says early detection is critical.
So we can develop a personalized treatment plan to try to keep their risk as low as possible.
Welsh says knowing she has high levels of lipoprotein A has guided her healthcare decisions, as it did for her mother.
We got 25 extra years with my mom because of that test, and that's an incredible gift.
Thanks for that story. Welsh is also taking part in a clinical trial at the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center. Researchers are studying a new therapy that they hope will help lower lipoprotein A levels. The EPA takes action to tighten regulations on air pollution, but the World Health Organization says it doesn't go far enough. The change lowers the average annual standard for fine particle pollution from 12 micrograms to 9 micrograms per cubic meter of air. The World Health Organization recommends a limit of 5 micrograms. Some public health groups call the new limit too high, and some industry groups call the new standard too burdensome to meet. In fact, the head of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce says tightening the suit standard threatens economic growth all around the nation.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we've been tracking the snow most of the day over La Grande, that I-84 corridor, Blue Mountains all the way up towards Dayton, just outside Walla Walla, Milton, Freewater, seeing some showers tonight. If you're traveling those roads, be prepared for winter driving conditions. Here's the camera out on I-84 at Meacham. Look at that snow coming down. Roads are still open, but again, we want to take it very slow and very safe tonight if you're traveling that direction. That would be to the east of the Tri-Cities. 46 degrees on our Dust Devil sky cam tonight. Feels like temp is 43 right now. It's going to be chilly tonight. Do want to grab your coat. We've got pretty active weather again in our region. Cooler air coming down from the north. Active weather continues in California, the Sierra Nevadas. Lots of snow there for the next couple of days. Here's the weather pattern, though, for the next few days in our region. A lot of that moisture starting to move off to the north. We have pretty unsettled weather all along the west, and we're going to see some snow showers in the upper levels of the Cascade Mountains. Not as much as we're seeing today in the Blues, but we will continue to see that active weather pattern. Now, the snow really intensifies as it gets down into Oregon, across the Oregon Cascade Mountains. So good news for the skiers out there. I'll have your ski report coming up here in just a few minutes. Let's talk about tonight. Cloudy skies. Could see that patchy fog developing once again. We'll start to see another active weather pattern after Thursday coming through the area. We're looking at some snow across the Cascades, showers through the Columbia Basin area, and again, snow moving across the Blue Mountains right at the foothills of the Blues, and possibly maybe a flake or two there in Pendleton. So we're going to keep a close eye on that for Friday. Here's what the rain chances look like, though, for Walla Walla. It's pretty active along the foothills, and we could see some rain mixed with snow here on Friday with a 40% chance of showers, decreasing into the weekend, and temperatures are going to stay pretty steady. We're also tracking breezy and gusty winds. They're going to pick up through the Columbia River Gorge and along the foothills tomorrow. We'll also see winds picking up in the Columbia Basin as we get into our Friday. 20 to 25 mile-an-hour winds, at times gusting up to 30 miles an hour. So winds will start to decrease as we move on through. Mostly cloudy, some patchy fog fog possible tonight. Chilly though, look at that. We're in that freezing zone here. Dayton and Walla Walla down to 32. We're 35 tonight, Tri-Cities, 30 in Toppenish and Yakima, 29 overnight in Ellensburg. Tomorrow's daytime highs looking pretty good. We're on the warm side, slightly above our average for this time of year. We'll stay in the mid-40s in the foothills of the Blues, a little bit warmer here in the Columbia Basin. And grab your shades, you're going to have a little bit of sunshine out there as well. Almost forgot what that was like. Weather photos, keep those coming in. This is from Easy Garcia, and this is up on top of the Horse Heaven Hills looking down at all that fog that we've been dealing with for several days, and it's possible to see that once again tomorrow. Let's plan your day for tomorrow. It's going to be chilly outside at the bus stop all through the area, warming up to the mid-40s by lunchtime, and sun breaks for both Yakima, Tri-Cities, a little more overcast for Walla Walla. Should hopefully see the sun later on in the afternoon. All right, let's talk about Schweitzer Mountain and your ski report. Now, it was beautiful today. I was checking out the camera earlier today. They've had some fog settle in, but they're expecting some snow. Let's take a look at our ski report. This is for tomorrow and what we've picked up in the last 24 hours. They've picked up 5 inches of new snow, expecting either rain mixed with snow, but temperatures are staying cool, so they're expecting several inches of snow up through the weekend. So this might be your best bet for skiing this weekend. The wind chill, though, makes it feel pretty chilly up at Schweitzer, so bundle up. Bluewood also didn't pick up snow the last couple of days, but they're getting it now and they'll be getting it tomorrow. So we should see this ticker count up to 3 to 4 inches by tomorrow. 29 degrees, staying on the cool side. Your wind chill is 21. And White Pass, well, they're going to pick up a trace as well. We'll see lighter snow, upper elevations, 29 degrees, so staying below that freezing mark, which is good. Winds at 10 miles an hour and that wind chill at 17. By the way, we're giving away a 2-night stay at Schweitzer Mountain Resort and 4 lift tickets. If you'd like to maybe check that out, go to our website, find the contest tab and get signed up for that. We'll be picking a winner very, very soon, so sign up for that. We'll be right back with more Apple Valley News Now at 6.
Are you an experienced machinist? We have a job for you. Pasco Machine is hiring now. We offer generous wages, overtime, double time, full medical, paid holidays, and 4-day work schedule. Apply online today at pascomachine.com.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction. Some bath remodels just cover up water damage. Fact. Bathfitter inspects and cleans your current tub area, and we make any necessary repairs before installing our product for a watertight fit. Bathfitter installations are built to last, with a lifetime warranty to fit your expectations. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Today, we seize the day, because at US Cellular, you can get an epic Samsung Galaxy S24 with Galaxy AI. Now, you might be wondering, do I deserve a free Samsung Galaxy S24? You do. You deserve it. Each and every one of you deserves one.
Even me?
Look under your chair. That's right.
Incredible. It's incredible.
New and current customers can get the Samsung Galaxy S24 on us with no trade-in. US Cellular.
We're still spinning and winning with the $150,000 Mega Spin Extravaganza at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Play with your Club Wild Card to earn entries every day. Then, every Friday and Saturday in February, we'll call winners to spin the Mega Wheel and take home up to $16,000 in cash and free play. Mega Spin prizes increase until someone lands on it. Will you be the next big winner? Start earning entries today. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
The President's Day Overstock clearance is kicking off early at all Walker's locations. Save big on over $10 million of in-stock furniture and mattresses.
Or get 0% interest financing for 5 years this week at Walker's.
Did you know 80% of women are struggling with hair damage, just like I was?
Dryness and frizz could be damaged hair that can't retain moisture.
New Pantene Miracle Rescue Deep Conditioner with first-of-its-kind melting Pro V pearls. Locks in moisture to repair 6 months of damage in one wash, without weigh down.
Guaranteed or your money back.
For resilient, healthy-looking hair. If you know it's Pantene.
Shopping online for a Purple mattress? We get it. With Purple's unique Gel Flex grid and multiple foam layers, you'll experience effortless sleep that's motion adaptive, temperature balanced, pressure relieving, and ultra supportive. But which Purple mattress is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. And during Purple's President's Day event, save up to $800 on select mattress and adjustable base bundles. Shop Purple at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect purple.
Welcome back, everybody. Guns are the leading cause of death for children in the U.S. A new study says that around $12 million in yearly research awards were granted to investigate gun deaths of kids between 2008 and 2017. The research says that over triple the funding dollars went to studying car safety and pediatric cancer than toward children gun death. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, more than 4,300 children and teenagers were killed by guns in 2020, 27% higher than in 2017. Since 2020, Congress has allocated more than twice as much yearly for research on firearm injury prevention. Now here's a look at what we're working on for our 6:30 half hour of the news.
Coming up later tonight, I spoke to a support and advocacy resource center about a new domestic violence bill that was passed and how that could help people here in Washington.
This newscast sponsored by Walker's Furniture and Mattress.
Now, Mr. Johnson,
let go of your butt.
ABC. Welcome back, slackers. I got cameras all over this joint.
She must be stopped.
You guys missed a lot.
Abbott Elementary returns tonight, 9/8 Central on ABC.
Dishwasher on the fritz. Laundry giving you fits. A water heater that quits. In a world without Culligan, hard water makes life harder. Get a Culligan softener, the world's best. Put your water worries to rest.
Hepatitis C? Don't just treat it. Crush it with Maverick.
Conquer it with Maverick.
Cure it with Maverick. Maverick cures all types of Hep C.
In only 8 weeks.
The virus multiplies daily and can damage the liver over time. Maverick stops Hep C and cures it. If you've had hepatitis B, it may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you've had Hep B, a liver or kidney transplant, other liver problems, HIV, other medical conditions, and all your medicines. Do not take Maverick with atazanavir or rifampin. Report right away yellow skin, stomach pain or swelling, confusion and bleeding or bruising.
Hep C? Crush it with Maverick.
Conquer it.
Cure it in only 8 weeks. See Hep C gone with Maverick.
Ask your doctor about Maverick. AbbVie could help you save.
See, Alice, it's snowy and cold out here, but in Triple Play's toasty indoor water park, people are happy and warm.
This is snow?
Roy, she's never seen it!
It's cold and sticks to my feet. This stuff rules.
Ah, look, she made a snow, Roy.
That is clearly a snow stand.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Who is that?
My Aunt Shirley.
The savings continue with our latest savings book at Buy Mart. Choose from 30 packs of Natural Ice and Busch or 24 packs of Budweiser and Bud Light for just $19.99 in-store only. Pick up Arm & Hammer liquid laundry detergent now just $9.99. Plus find great everyday value on 40 or 44-pound bags of Pedigree dried dog food. Save on these items and so much more at Buy Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
It's a great time to improve your sleep and pay less during the President's Day mattress event at Walker's.
Enjoy the best selection of all your favorite mattress brands. And with select iComfort or Beautyrest Black Hybrid mattress purchases, you'll get up to $300 of free furniture plus a $100 prepaid MasterCard, as well as 5 years no-interest financing.
Making it the perfect time to improve your sleep for less.
This week at all Walker's Furniture locations.
We wondered, where do people do their banking? So we asked.
I bank at Hapo.
Hapo's my bank. I've been a member of Hapo since I was 10 years old, 60 years.
I bank at Hapo Community Credit Union.
I'm with Hapo.
You're not just a number there, you're treated really well.
I feel like they're part of my community.
It's easy, it's convenient, and I don't know, I just love the people there.
I guess the question we should be asking is, where do you credit union? Join Hapo Community Credit Union today.
Before you head for the slopes, catch the Apple Valley News Now Northwest Ski Report. It's on air during weather, online at applevalleynewsnow.com or on our mobile app. The Northwest Ski Report from Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Schweitzer Mountain Resort in Sandpoint, Idaho.
All right. Time for Operation Best Friend, when we introduce you to a furry friend who's looking for a forever home. On Good Morning Northwest on Apple Valley News Now this morning, we introduced everybody to Cleveland. That's Cleveland. Looks very nice. He's believed to be a 4-year-old boxer pit bull mix from the Tri-Cities Animal Shelter. We are told that Cleveland turned up as a stray in Pasco near the rail yard. He's been with the shelter since the end of December. Cleveland has affectionately been called a tripod because he only has 3 legs. We're told that he came to the shelter that way, so it's unclear how he lost one of the legs, but there he's still walking. He does well on a leash and good with other dogs. Cleveland is neutered, vaccinated, and microchipped, and his adoption fee is $50. Now, whoever adopts Cleveland will get a $50 gift card to Paws Natural Pet Emporium. You can learn more about Cleveland on our website. Just go to applevalleynewsnow.com. Let's get him a new home. Coming up new at 6:30, important information revealing something interesting about Americans in debt. Plus, a new proposal could eventually mean more support for survivors of domestic violence in Washington state. Monique Ledesma standing by with that story. And we have new information tonight regarding a destructive Northwest wildfire. Your news, the area's only local news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
We are on your side on this Wednesday. Thanks for joining us. I'm Austin Reed. We're going to get to all your news in just a bit. But first, Stacy Lee is tracking your first alert weather forecast as we are in the middle of the week now.
There we are, halfway through that work week, tracking snow. It's intensifying here in the Blue Mountains tonight. We're expecting anywhere from 3 to 6 inches of new snow, and there is a winter weather advisory in place till 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Impacts mainly on that I-84 corridor and any of the little side roads between Freewater, Walla Walla, all these areas around the Blue Mountains. Prepare for winter driving conditions. 46 degrees on our Dust Devil Sky Cam. Our feels like temp right now is 43. So not a bad looking night. It is going to cool down though here as we'll see temperatures dropping down to that freezing level overnight in Walla Walla. We're above the freezing level, I should say, in Tri-Cities tonight at 35 degrees, and we'll see 30 degrees in Yakima and Toppenish overnight. Let's take a quick look at your 7-day planning forecast. Make your plans for the weekend. Pretty mild weather overall for the next several days, even on game day. However, Walla Walla could see that rain mix with snow developing tonight or even on Friday morning. So be prepared for maybe a little winter weather coming there to the foothills of the Blues. Austin?
All right, Stacy, we will see you soon. Now to a follow-up and a story that's just into our newsroom in the 6:30 half hour. We have an update on the Gray Fire that killed 1 person and burned over 240 homes in Medical Lake near Spokane. The Department of Natural Resources announced that the origin of the fire was an arcing inland power wire. A woman living nearby said she had reported to the power company that there were issues with the light on the power pole. But to her knowledge, the company never responded. The Gray Fire started on August 18th. It quickly burned all through Medical Lake, destroying everything in its path, changing hundreds of families' lives forever. Now to the bipartisan border bill's impending failure on Capitol Hill. Republicans are planning to sink the legislation despite GOP leaders previously demanding a bill with border security in exchange for approving more military aid to Ukraine. Democrats blaming the chaos on former President Donald Trump, who has been blasting the border proposal for days. Here's ABC's M. Wynn.
It's a political power struggle in a deeply divided government. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer exasperated with congressional Republicans, accusing them of sabotaging border solutions.
America will know who is for fixing the border and who is not.
The vote to advance the border bill, which includes $20 billion in border security, something Republicans had fought for, and billions in aid for Ukraine and Israel, failed on the Senate floor with the majority of Republicans voting against it. Schumer also offering up a second vote just on foreign aid. The border bill, as expected, was doomed after former President Trump and House Speaker Mike Johnson came out against it. For his part, Speaker Johnson doing damage control today after rushing an Israel aid bill and then rushing out of the Capitol last night after failing to get enough votes even from his own party.
We live in a time of divided government. We have a razor-thin margin here, and every vote counts.
The GOP speaker also failing to grab enough votes to impeach Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas over the border issues.
Yeah, on impeachment, last night was a setback, but democracy is messy.
Mayorkas at a Super Bowl security briefing today urged Congress to act on funding border security instead of trying to impeach him.
The allegations are baseless, and I'm focused on the work, which was what brings me to Las Vegas today.
That was ABC's M. Wynn with the story. Democrats call the effort politically motivated. Speaker Johnson is vowing to bring another impeachment vote on Mayorkas as soon as next week. Well, we have an urgent search to tell you about. It's in California for 5 missing Marines from a military helicopter that went down last night. According to the 3rd Marine Aircraft Wing, the helicopter was found today, Wednesday, in the Pine Valley area, but with no sign of the Marines that were on board. What you're seeing on your TV right now is a CH-53E Super Stallion. That's the biggest and heaviest helicopter used by the U.S. military. Yesterday, the helicopter took off from Creech, and that's the Creech Air Force Base, kind of near Las Vegas, and was heading to Miramar near San Diego last night. Officials say they are dealing with heavy snow in the area and drove as far as they could on the truck trail, but now are searching on foot in the remote forested area.
We're out in a remote area right now. We're in rugged terrain, so they have ropes, any type of first aid equipment, medical equipment that they're going to need to treat any victims that they find. They've got stuff to stay warm in cold weather, so they're fully outfitted and fully prepared.
Tonight, officials have not yet commented on the condition of the chopper's wreckage. Cyber crooks stole record ransom amounts last year. That's according to a new report from Chain Analysis. It's a crypto tracking firm. It found cyber criminals extorted $1.1 billion from organizations around the globe. Ransom payments almost doubled those from the year prior. A growing share of ransom paid reportedly topped more than $1 million. However, the attacks have negatively impacted schools and local governments that lack the resources to defend themselves. Ransomware became a top priority for the Biden administration in 2021 after an attack forged America's largest fuel pipeline into a days-long shutdown. A new bill now before Washington state lawmakers could add support for victims of domestic violence. New at 6:30, Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma joining us live from the studio, where she says the new bill could make a big difference. Monique?
Yes, thanks, Austin. The bill was authored by the state representative Gina Mossberger. Her goal is to protect victims of domestic violence when it comes to offenders being released from custody.
Anytime that a perpetrator of someone who's been abused by a felony domestic violence, usually a repeat offender, knows that that perpetrator is going to be leaving and free to harm them again, and hopefully not, but they worry about that, then it creates another layer of trauma. So we're doing everything we can to be as transparent as with the person who's been harmed and making sure that they are supervised until they're able to not harm that survivor again.
State Representative Gina Mossberger says she is hoping to close a big loophole with the bill that deals with supervision after an offender is released. I spoke to Jody Gerritsen, who is the executive of SARC, the Support Advocacy and Resource Center in Richland, on what this bill could mean if passed for domestic violence survivors in our region.
If a victim of domestic violence has an offender that's been released from prison and they are notified, as this bill should ensure, that will allow the victim to be able to keep track of where that offender is located, know if they are in the same community, be able to get a safety plan in place. If they are notified by the offender, if they try to contact them, then I would just encourage them to contact law enforcement to be sure that all that information is on record.
Getting to the bottom of this issue is about first understanding how to identify domestic violence. Garrettson says it's not something that suddenly happens in a relationship.
Domestic violence generally doesn't happen all at once. It's usually smaller increments that an individual may start doing. For example, isolating someone from their friends and family, starting to say things that really erode at their confidence, their self-esteem, really becoming quite contrary and not being concerned about the other as an equal partner. Oftentimes, domestic violence doesn't start out the physical part to be from a nice, kind person to someone who's extremely violent. It can start smaller.
Garrettson says that once domestic violence starts in a relationship, it is not going to stop after the first act of violence.
That when there is a domestic violence act, that the individual will go what's called through the honeymoon phase, where they will act loving and sorrowful to their victim, and it will never happen again, may send them flowers, all of these things, and then it happens all over. Generally speaking, the act will continue and just go in a cycle.
Garrettson says this bill will allow victims to know that they are not alone and that the state will support them by making sure they can have a safety plan in place once the offender is released.
It's important that they understand that where they are at in the community, if they live in a different place, they should very well have a protection order already intact, making sure they have that available so that if they do need to call law enforcement, they're able to show them their protection order and really just get a good safety plan in place.
If you or someone you know has been affected by domestic violence, SARC has a 24-hour crisis intervention support and advocacy and counseling program. They also work with domestic violence services in Benton and Franklin counties, and they have a shelter for victims. Austin, back to you.
Monique, thank you for that. Well, still ahead on your news at 6:30, winter weather returns to eastern Oregon. Stacey Lee is tracking that and the rest of her first alert forecast. Plus, what a new report reveals about Americans and financial debt. You're watching Apple Valley News Now, live at 6:30.
Jessica Jalor, Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest. Weekday mornings from 5 to 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll get right to the point. It's the President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress.
Madam President, what's that mean for the average American?
It means saving $100 off every $1,000 you spend.
And Tempur-Pedic?
With bipartisan support, we've allocated up to $500 savings on select adjustable mattress sets and a $300 gift.
And how will the people pay for these so-called savings?
Try 6 years no interest and free shipping. The President's Day Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
What if you could buy Sir Elton John's grand piano, a pair of his sunglasses, his Bentley convertible, even Elton's signed pinball machine? Tomorrow morning on GMA, you're about to get the first look at the Elton John auction. And wait until you see what's for sale that you could buy on Good Morning America.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Knowing these laws sets my truck wreck team apart. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Hit by a big truck, our team knows truck wrecks and how to win for you. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Plan the ultimate date night at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Find the hottest slots, blockbuster movies, exquisite dining experiences, thrilling entertainment, or around at quaking Aspen Lanes. You can bet that Wild Horse has everything you need and want for a perfect night out in Pendleton. This month, play and win up to $16,000 every Saturday during the $150,000 Mega Spin Extravaganza. For more information, visit wildhorseresort.com. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often. Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
In life's delicate moments, turn to the compassionate experts at Tri-Cities Chaplaincy. Whether it's hospice, palliative, or grief care for adults and children, we are here for you in Benton and Franklin counties. And the best part, our grief support comes at no cost to you. When life gets tough, we're here to guide you, ensuring you live your best life, even through the toughest moments. Visit us today at tccbestlife.org.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Welcome back to the area's only local news at 6:30. Well, consumer confidence is up, and so is consumer spending. But it's not without consequences for Americans, with one generation particularly strained to start 2024. Karen Kefa has the details.
3 years of high inflation plus higher interest rates to tame it have equaled more financial stress on the American consumer, especially when it comes to credit cards.
More people are carrying more credit card debt for longer periods of time. We're talking record high balances, record high interest rates. It's a tough combination, unfortunately.
A report released Tuesday by the Federal Reserve Bank of New York said credit card balances rose to a new high of $1.13 trillion in the final 3 months of 2023. And credit card and auto loan delinquencies pushed past pre-pandemic levels to their highest levels in more than a decade. Researchers at the New York Fed believe the post-pandemic resumption of federal student loan payments has added to the financial stress, particularly for people ages 30 to 39. Bankrate senior industry analyst Ted Rossman says he'll be looking closely at the New York Fed's next report in May. Typically, credit card balances fall in the first quarter of the year. In 2023, they did not, which can be a troubling sign about consumers' ability to keep up.
People always have this enthusiasm about New Year's resolutions and debt payoff, and you knock out that holiday debt hangover. Last year, people really weren't able to do that, and that was largely because of high prices and high rates, and I do worry that we may see some of the same this year.
In Washington, I'm Karen Kefa.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we have a winter weather advisory in Wallowa tonight, Wallowa County. We're talking about the blues. We've been seeing snow all through the area all day long. We're talking 3 to 6 inches when it's all said and done. Difficult travel, slick roads through the area, especially on I-84. In fact, let's take a look at the radar right now. Here's where the activity is happening, and we're seeing some rain showers developing there. Milton Freewater into Walla Walla and all the little towns in between like Touchy. But again, there's that active snow continuing through the night. I did take a peek at the camera on I-84 near Meacham. It's dark now, but you could really see that snow coming down just a little while ago, and you can see that snow collecting on the highway. So if you have any travel plans in that direction, you'll definitely want to do trip check and be safe out there. Legends Casino Skycam, 46 degrees tonight. Our feels like temp is 43. Light winds at 6 miles per hour, and our sunset at 5:10. Days are getting longer, 2 minutes per day you can add on for daylight. Here's the bigger picture of the radar. We have an active system out there. This one's going to move more down towards California again, and we could see some activity in Oregon. We have this little system that's going to move out. We kind of get a little bit of a break on Thursday, but we are going to see some snow developing across the upper portions of the Cascades. Watch what happens when we get into Friday. There's where we're going to see a lot of active snow there. And once again, we could see snow across that same area we're seeing it today. So good news for the skiers. Some of those resorts getting some snow this weekend. So should be good skiing, I think. I will finally make it out. Here's our little bit of a break in between systems tomorrow morning. Could see that fog developing in some areas, and then we'll continue to see scattered snow showers really picking up on Friday. Here's where we're going to see active snow across the Cascade Mountains, rain in the Portland area. Coming down the gorge, you'll see rain in Hermiston, down into Pendleton, where we're going to see some snowflakes, even in Heppner or just outside of Heppner, the mountains surrounding it. So be prepared for an active day Friday, but as we get into the weekend, things calm down quite a bit. Here is where we could see rain mixed with snow in Walla Walla, 40% chance of that Friday. Tomorrow they have a chance of rain there as well, a slight chance of rain through the weekend. Should be okay, very, very slight. I start believing it when it gets to 40 or 50%. All right, Wednesday, we are also going to see some Thursday, we'll start to see some winds picking up down the Columbia River Gorge through the Dalles coming from the west, and we'll see those winds hit those mountains and then move on up the foothills of the Blues. As the day continues, we'll see winds starting to pick up in the Columbia Basin and Tri-Cities. So be prepared for some breezy days coming up, but most of those winds will be centered right here around the foothills of the Blues and down the Columbia River Gorge with light breezes through the Columbia Basin, which will make it feel cooler outside. Cloudy tonight, patchy fog is possible through the area. Temperatures in the upper 20s for Ellensburg tonight, low to mid 30s for the rest of the area. For tomorrow, look for some sun breaks. If we do have a little bit of fog and it moves out, we'll have a sunny day. Grab your shades, you're going to need them. And those temperatures on the warm side in the 40s around the area. And we'll end right now with a weather photo thanks to my friend Easy Garcia. Took a picture up on Horse Heaven Hills looking down into the valley with that big layer of fog. That's what we've been dealing with, and we could be seeing that once again tomorrow. Remember to snap those photos and send them in to me, S. Lee, at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Stay here. We've got more Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 when we come right back.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino where the locals play.
When you have moderate to severe eczema, it's okay to show off. With Dupixent, show off your clearer skin and less itch, because you have plenty of reasons to show off your skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, you can stay ahead of your eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because we're here to help protect your legacy as you build it. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Be advised, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to save 40 to 80% on a hot tub and swim spa. Friday through Sunday. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2024 inventory. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. See the revolutionary swim spa. You can exercise, swim, and relax without the expense and maintenance of a pool. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. 18-month interest-free financing. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
Welcome back, everybody. The SAT will take a step into the 21st century. The test now moving from analog to digital. Instead of filling out bubbles with a number 2 pencil, students will take the SAT on an app called Blue Book, using a personal or school-provided computer. The old test style will only be available in rare cases. The math and reading sections will have 2 parts with adaptive testing. A student's performance on the first part of the test will determine how difficult the second part becomes. The SAT will use a difficulty level to determine the tester's score. The test will also be shorter, down from 3 hours to just over 2. One of the biggest names in professional golf now planning a comeback. We're talking about Tiger Woods, of course. He will make his 2024 PGA Tour season debut at the Genesis Invitational in California. The 48-year-old Phenom will host the event, which begins next week, February 15th through the 18th, at the Riviera Country Club in Pacific Palisades. Now, Woods posted today on social media that he's, quote, excited to play. All right, we've got a final look at your weather with Stacy next.
Be advised, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to save 40 to 80% on a hot tub and swim spa. Friday through Sunday. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2024 inventory. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. See the revolutionary swim spa. You can exercise, swim, and relax without the expense and maintenance of a pool. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. 18-month interest-free financing. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app. Want to do it even faster?
Here we go.
Oh, wow. U.S. Cellular works great out here. Wow. Still have 5G here, too. Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my... Rec room. Yep, it's working. Hey, thanks for the lift.
Test drive U.S. Cellular's award-winning network free for 30 days.
It's time to play Get to Know the Raptors and Alice. Favorite food?
Pizza, duh. Ribeye steak, rare.
A bowl of cantaloupe the size of a swimming pool.
Favorite triple play attraction?
2 words, arcade. The entire Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park.
Zipline. It's great for talking with guests.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more. All attached to a cozy hotel.
Cantaloupe, really?
Steak, really?
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Did you know 80% of women are struggling with hair damage, just like I was?
Dryness and frizz could be damaged hair that can't retain moisture.
New Pantene Miracle Rescue Deep Conditioner with first-of-its-kind melting Pro V pearls. Locks in moisture to repair 6 months of damage in 1 wash, without weigh down.
Guaranteed or your money back.
For resilient, healthy-looking hair. If you know it's Pantene.
Are you looking for a bank that has traditional values and modern solutions? Are you looking for a bank that is member-owned? Are you looking for a bank that leaves a lasting impact on the community? I've got news for you. You're not looking for a bank. Belong to something better. Join Hapo Community Credit Union, where you are more than just a member. Visit hapo.org to join today. Where do you credit union?
Hello there. Watch Live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
And a final check of your weather tonight. There's your 7-day planner for Walla Walla. Game day looking like it should be dry, but there is a slight chance of rain. Pay attention to Friday, though. Could see some mixed precip there, rain mixed with snow, so a little bit chilly at night as well. Let's take a peek at Hermiston for the next 7 days, and not a bad looking forecast. Pretty mild there. Look for sunshine tomorrow. Get your sunglasses out. Yakima is looking pretty good. We have clear conditions, some sunny days tomorrow, partially sunny on Friday. And then as we take a look at Tri-Cities, we have a fairly mild outlook as well, with Valentine's Day looking like it might be overcast, but not cold. So that's good.
That is good.
Yes.
All right. Well, Stacy, thank you. Thanks for joining us for Apple Valley News Now live at 6:30. We'll be back tonight at 11, hoping your news is good news.
Good night.